It's going to be the 51 of Street.
36.
Ian Morissette. Ian Morissette in the number 38.
Dean.
All right, here they go, coming off turn number 4. It'll be the green flag. Jonathan Dean leading them in. We're racing. Two and three wide down the backstretch as they charge into turn 3 and 4. Dean down on the bottom of the speedway. He'll lead lap number 1. Sean Carlberg trying to work the top side, gets a little sideways. He'll lose some ground as last week's feature winner Tim Mullins now working towards the front. Here's Ken Walker going 3 wide. Car on the move is Rob Muhlenberg working down on the bottom of the racetrack. He's moved up into the top 4. He'll try to chase down Tim Mullins for 3rd.
Door to door for the leads. They come off turn number 4. It's Jonathan Dean holding on. Great run by the number 7 car.
Sean Carlberg also up there battling for that lead as well. 5 cars with a blanket as they come off turn 4.
Mullins taking a peek down the bottom. Won't be able to make anything work there. We got caution. Turn number 2. Caution in turn number 2.
Well, what a start to that race. An early caution going to slow us down, but a couple of competitors we don't normally see up to the front with Dean and car number 7 holding on to that lead. Sean Carlberg strong up there towards the front of the field as well. Tim Mullins with the win last week up in the number 3 spot. And Ken Walker holding on to a top 5 and Muhlenberg in the top 5 as well.
Well, I tell you, this speaks to the level of competition in this division. Got a couple of guys up front that usually run middle pack or so. They've got a chance to shine up here on the front row, and man, they're getting it done. They look very good up there, and they're going to try to hold on to those spots just as long as they can. Right now, doing a super job. Jonathan Dean in the 7 and Sean Carlberg in the 15.
And you got to believe that Tim Mullins has a big load of confidence coming into tonight's race after the good win last weekend.
15, high or low, 15.
And getting ready to stack him up 2 wide. Looks like Carlberg will choose the bottom of the racetrack.
Bottom of the track has been pretty good most of the night. We'll see how this works out for the 15 car. And I tell you what, they're just stacked up. You got your points leader about midway of the pack and couple of feature winners right there in front of him. Don't count out Tim Petty back there, the 228. And I tell you, this is going to be a dandy right here. It's going to be a really good one.
Well, we've had a lot of good racing this Midwest Modified. A lot of players coming to the front, and we got some more right now. Off turn number 4, it'll be green one more time.
Into turn number 1 they go. They are stacked up 3 wide as they go off of turn number 2. Now door to door as they enter turn 3.
Tim Mullins wasting no time to go to the top of the leaderboard. He's out in front in the 16.
That caution not working out well for Jonathan Dean. Didn't get a real good start. He still holds on to that number 2 spot, battling with Ken Walker.
Here comes Jared McIntyre working on the top side of the speedway, moving up into the top 5, looking for more in turns 1 and 2.
Carlberg trying to hold off Bates for that number 5 spot. He'll get it done. Working his way into turn number 3. McIntyre on the top of the track.
One car not moving forward is Rob Muhlenberg. That car going the wrong direction. A little bit of surprise out of that 59.
falling back about 4 spots now, in danger of losing more as they work their way into turn number 3. Things getting busy. Carlberg a little bit sideways off of turn 4.
Muhlenberg now making his way through that heavy traffic, getting up towards that top 5. Gary Krebs working up on the top side. He'll battle with Muhlenberg down in 3 and 4.
Give a call to Sean Carlberg in the number 15. You can see the damage in the door on that right side. Had the car a little sideways, able to correct it and stay under green.
Ken Walker holding on to that number 2 spot, but here comes Jared McIntyre. He is on the charge.
Krebs and Muhlenberg locked in a battle for the number 4 spot. Krebs up to the top of the track. Off turn number 2, Muhlenberg has the number 4 spot.
Mullins out in front. A straightaway separates him from lap traffic, but a great battle behind him all the way through the field.
Things getting busy in the middle of the pack right now. Duncan has cleared that pack. Bates trying to do so. Dean, Carlberg, and Keeper all battling it out with Campbell.
Elijah Keeper, your points leader, trying to get loose of this traffic. Finally able to get up in a little bit of clean racetrack.
And the handling going away a little bit on the number 7 car. May have some problems as he has fell back.
Oh, car into the wall, Dennis.
Who is that?
And I believe that's the lad. And he didn't let up. He's still going strong, but made some contact with the wall. That's past the berm down there.
Yeah, you can see the damage on the right rear of the 43 car as these guys work their way through 1 and 2.
And Dennis, look at the number 2 battle. It's the McIntyre machine out ahead of Gary Krebs. Krebs sneaking up into that runner-up spot.
Spoke of it earlier in the evening, trying to get the monkey off his back to run up there and battle for a win. It's been a little while for the 26 car.
Caution coming out on the speedway. Caution coming out. Well, we were talking about the lap traffic that could be a problem for Tim Mullins, but this caution may be a good thing for him as he'll have a clean racetrack out in front of him when we go back under the green flag.
Things might have got real interesting there if things would have stayed green. Boy, you can see the damage on the Sanderson machine, number 62 on the right side. Tough break for Sean Carlberg in the 15. Car ran so good early in the race, but evidently having some problems, and he'll take that car back to the pits.
All right, getting the lineup set right now. And, you know, we kind of went to watching some of these battles in the back and lost track of Gary Krebs, and Gary moving up nicely. And I believe he is in the runner-up spot right now.
Yep, and looking good. I'm sure this caution's a welcome sight for him. That'd give him a chance to maybe make a move here on this restart.
And he will get the choice of lane. And I believe he'll probably take that high lane because he is making it work really well for himself, and indeed he does. And that'll put Jared McIntyre on the bottom. Elijah Keeper able to clear some of that lap traffic, or just the traffic, I should say. But now mired back again as we get ready for a double file restart.
Looks like we'll get it this next time around. Tim Mullins trying to repeat in that number 16 car. He's got his hands full.
I believe McIntyre is looking for his first feature win. He's had a good race car, but not able to get into victory lane so far. We'll see if he can get it done tonight. A good battle between McIntyre and Krebs might help Tim Mullins.
Here we go. We're going to find out shortly as they're on the gas and the green flag flies. Back to green flag racing as they were going to turn number 1.
Gary Krebs wastes no time going to the top of the racetrack, and he's got to run down the backstretch into turn 3.
Coming around the top side is Krebs off turn number 4. He'll have the lead by just a few inches as they come across the line.
Trying to make that 26 car go to the front, and he's got it done right now with 2 car lengths over the 16 of Mullins.
McIntyre following in his tire tracks up on the top side. Working off at turn number 4. Battle for the number 2 spot. Mullins trying to hold on.
Down the backstretch, and Gary Krebs is showing the way, opening up a big gap over that second place car of McIntyre, who is also at the top of the racetrack.
Earlier in the race, we said Muhlenberg was going the wrong direction. You're going the wrong way. Well, now he's got going the right way. He is taking over the number 3 spot.
He got mired back in some of that traffic, but now he is rocking and rolling towards the front of this field.
Still a lot of good racing going on back there in the middle of the pack. Elisha Keeper locked up in a battle with Ken Walker, Bates, Campbell, all battling for position.
White flag in the air for Gary Krebs one more time around. Best battle on the speedways for that number 2 spot, Muhlenberg and McIntyre.
Gary Krebs trying to break the drought as he comes off turn number 4. He'll get it done in the 26 car victory lane. McIntyre gets the number 2 spot, Muhlenberg 3rd. And I'd have to double check on that 4th spot.
I tell you what, Dennis, that was excellent racing right there. I tell you, those guys ran hard. They ran side by side, and other than that caution at the back of the field, they ran green the whole time.
They sure did. I tell you what, they showed us how it's done. And, man, they say entry level of the modified division. But I'm telling you, these guys put on a wonderful show. All these drivers deserve your applause and appreciation. What a show. All right, looks like he is. Looks like he is tired. All right, he's unbuckled. He's out of the car. Put your hands together for your feature winner, Gary Krebs. Darren Chrysler on the pole in the number 9 car on his outside. The number 30 of Cloyd in the number 30.